Welcome everyone to day 2 of Autumn Asylum. I am the Colonist.
And I am Josh again, and I see Tenacious E.
That's right, it's Tenacious E versus the Sons of Lavos, formerly known as Chrono Cross. Same guys, new look, same great taste. I don't know what they taste like. I have never known, I've never gotten that close to them. But can you dig the man from the moon and his big old Bowser daddy? Here comes Tenacious E. Here in this tag match, who you got, Josh, again?
I gotta go with Tenacious E. I mean, I don't know how luxurious Team Lavos is over there, but that one guy with the blue hair, whose name I can't remember
Magus.
off the top of my head.
That's Magus.
Magus.
He's done things.
Yeah, he is a big Magus deal around here. I love his hair.
That's right. Well,
you should put. I just had an idea. You should put Mama Eclipse in the CIW women's division.
Well, no, trust me, you do not want Moon Mama in the women's division. There will be no more women's division. That's
And my ulterior motive isn't just to get her away from her email box so she can stop messaging me
and also
time I have a clip from the show.
Admittedly, part of it is if we take her off the moon, that might like change the orbit of the moon. So like, yeah, I really don't want to play around with that. But here come the Sons of Lavos, Magus and Crono. Now, Josh, again, there is some precedent for this match, as you saw in the summer series. After Bowser Black debuted taking out Magus, and then Crono just got beaten down by Eclipse, and then Magus had a match with Jack Black, and that ended with Jack Black getting a victory in a double team, but Crono coming back, they had a big schmoz, and we couldn't film all of it before we got them separated and when we got off the air. So these guys are in no mood, and that is what has led to this matchup, an intense feud back and forth. Do you think that the Sons of Lavos here with Magus and Crono, do you think that they stand a chance when they are clearly in the lower weight register compared to Jack Black and Eclipse?
Well, I think so, because I feel like Jack Black is more... I don't see Jack Black as someone who's like, I'm going to kick ass and take names. I feel like Jack Black is more interested in, having fun and, jockeying with the crowd. Well, just look at what he's wearing.
Well, and we've seen it. He's immediately asking for a tag. He wants in first. He's like, no, let me start. And Magus not letting him do it. And Eclipse now clubbing the back of Magus, and in comes Bowser Black.
He's like, well, my father wanted a tag,
That's
so
right,
here we
and
go.
in comes Crono, but Jack Black going right for Magus. And now Crono with a Pele that did not land.
Crono, calm down. Oh!
And our referee tonight is Skinny Jonah Hill. After his hefty work that he got taken care of in the 5 matches on day 1. Some incredible matches there. Glad you invited us into that, including Batman and Penguin beating the Greasy Green Gigolos in the Hell in a Cell. Oh, what a bulldog. And, man, I'm still reeling over that Penguin plunge through the cell that Penguin gave to Reptile. And now, knee to the gut. And all of these guys, we're back to brawling, Josh, again. It's hard to keep track of who's doing what here.
Yeah, and I was just about to say, he drove him through the cell neck first. What is it with Mortal Kombat people and broken necks?
I know, and we're still, thankfully his neck was not broken, but he is still in critical condition at his local reptilian medical facility. And, I don't know, I'm not Argonian, I don't know what they what they do. Oh, smash to the head, Magus face first into the barricade. Crono's face getting broken into by Eclipse.
And who are the legal participants again?
And I believe it's Crono and Jack Black at the moment.
Well, and Jack Black is getting his hamstring ripped out by Magus at the moment.
Yeah, this just turned into a brawl. And this is the kind of personal nature between these two teams. I'm not surprised this combusted so quickly.
Who do you have winning, Sean?
Well, here's the thing. The experience of Magus and Crono cannot be discounted, but a double thrash to the ground from Eclipse and Jack Black, and now went for a Jack Black heat. I forgot what we named that the last time, but the Hangman's leg drop.
Tenacious Heat.
Yeah, that's right. It's just a shame we don't have Eddie Guerrero's old theme. And now a sweeping DDT.
Yeah, because then Chavo Guerrero would sue us.
Yeah, that's right. Well, we have Chavo's theme, and what an axe kick to Crono. Jack Black is on another level here, ladies and gentlemen.
Maybe he heard my criticisms a minute ago and was like, oh yeah,
what a double face plant. And now the cover here onto Crono. Could be it. 1, 2, and just there in time is Magus.
Man, Magus being a good tag team partner, that could have been it right there.
That could have been an Eclipse with a huge body dive. That was a little extra. Back suplex.
Was he trying to do the worm and or the caterpillar, depending on your persuasion?
Well, I do know that Eclipse is a big fan of Colt Cabana, and Jack Black's been trying to like get him out of that. So maybe that might have been that weird Superman pin. Springboard got him, kinda.
Solid 30%.
30%.
Right,
he didn't get off his feet though, so he could have landed a little bit more than that. And now a big clothesline from Jack Black.
Good Lord.
Josh, again, Jack Black. Oh, God. God damn. And I'm choking.
Jack, I didn't mean it. I'm sorry to upset you.
And Jack is, ever since he turned into this Bowser mode, he's been getting just meaner and meaner.
Yeah.
And, you know, I guess love makes a man come out of his shell.
Yeah. Comes out of his shell and then he starts throwing it at people.
Yeah, and then literally. And no self-comeback from Peach this time, ladies and gentlemen. And now just head struck. God damn. Crono is getting some cranial carnage in right now. And Eclipse and Magus just watching on the other side. They're just watching.
We're not the legal men, so...
Yeah, let's just, like, listen, I'm hurt. Let's just take a breather.
I'm just like, guys, poorly rules, you can literally shank the other person. Dude, that's on the outside of the ring.
But let me tell you something, Josh, again. That's how much Jack Black has changed, that even his son and his opponent had to stop and just watch the carnage.
Like, wow.
And now, and a double clothesline.
Double clothesline.
And now another cover. Magus out of position. 1, 2, 3. Oh, Crono just kicks out. And everybody's standing around again. Magus, you got to start doing something here, buddy.
Yeah.
And a punch to the dick. Message received.
Oh, man.
And now trying to go after Magus is Jack Black. Missed a couple elbows there. Crono just, I don't even think he even knows where he is right now. He's been taking a lot of punishment.
And more punches right to the skull.
That's right. Oh, God, getting bodied. Getting literally bodied by Eclipse.
Eclipse is just happy he finally hit that move. He's tried it at least 8 times in this match.
Yeah, he has. And Eclipse, you know, ever since his mom started watching his matches, he's been going way extra, and it has not been working out too well for him. You know, what is this? Oh, God! And now just a nice team maneuver. Oh, no. Not a lunar Eclipse.
Oh,
that's it.
That
is it. The cover center of the ring, 1, and Magus right there.
Yeah, that would have been it, but Magus, again, he's selective in his interference.
Yeah, he certainly has been. And it's almost like, and now a sweeping DDT onto the blacktop.
Oh, man.
That is devastating. And Crono trying to lift Eclipse. Not having it on this day.
He's literally from the moon. Gravity affects him differently.
Well, and Crono and Eclipse are certainly no strangers. This is the 3rd time these guys have faced each other in the ring this year. You know, Crono getting the win in the King of the Spring tournament, and then Eclipse getting that win back after a Bowser Black debuted. And now here we are, and unfolded Magus right over the top. Brought him in the ring to bring him right back out of the ring.
And this has been a very chaotic start to the proceedings.
Yes, it certainly has. And folks, this isn't even over. We still have the Soul Calibur Gauntlet between the Forgotten Fighters and the Combatants. Oh, hey, go, come on.
Hey.
Come on now.
No, I was watching
that. Now. There's with a monitor cable. Choking the life out of Crono. Come on, man. And Bowser might have tired himself out there, and Crono is a... And folks, now we're really heads first into the action here.
Oh my
what
God.
a German! Crono's dead. He's dead.
German right into the edge of one of the steps.
And Magus bulldog onto Eclipse. But man, this match has spiraled out of control, Josh. Did this even have control, Josh? Again? No.
What I would describe this entire match at would be tenacious.
Yeah, well, tenacious and vivacious and absolutely violent AF shiz.
Yes.
And a headbutt. And now hey, no, not on our table. Come on, man, not on our table. Jack, come on. It's the first match. It's the first damn match. Come on,
Eclipse,
man.
talk your
Magus in
father
the ring.
down.
Eclipse, and not
Talk
like
your
this.
father
Oh,
down.
God.
Shit.
And the count's up to 4. Magus is hurt. Jack Black is back in the ring. Magus is out of the ring. Now a knee to the gut. And the count has started. And Crono's just like, God, it's hard to even commentate with Crono laying at your feet. Josh, again, do you lose your mic?
Sean, can you hear me?
I can hear you.
All right.
Chrono, I mean...
Damn. That was insane.
Are you all right? I saw you fall over.
My mic went flying into the crowd. I had to beat an old lady with a stick to get it back.
God, and that was her own cane, too. And now the count up to 7. The count up to 7. Wait a second. Eclipse is the legal man. And now a spin-a-rooney. Chrono now getting up. No, not like this. And a suplex, but it's too late.
Oh, man.
Come on. And a count out after going through our table.
With a Tenacious W.
Was it Tenacious, though? Or was it just a count out victory? Really? Really?
Yeah.
You have to go with the count out victory.
It almost took me out.
You know what's crazy is that was only a 3 1/3 count on the moon. And, you know, because it's only a 6th or whatever it is. But listen, I'm not doing fractions, and neither is Jack Black and Eclipse, but they are the winners. But Chrono Cross cannot be happy with that outcome.
I prefer decimals, if I'm being honest.
Well, let's get to the point then. It's Forgotten Fighters. It's the Forgotten Fighters versus the Combatants. It is Soul Calibur rules, and I have floored Josh again with my lightning fast wit. This is what you can expect in Colonial Impact Wrestling. If you like, you share, and you subscribe, you can save a referee from imminent destruction. Here are the rules of the Gauntlet. 1 member of each team is allowed in the ring or at ringside, so it's 1-on-1 throughout. Falls only count by pinfall or countout. Combatants cannot, and The Rock means cannot, leave the ring. Leaving the ring or sending the opponent outside the ring will result in an automatic disqualification. A 30-second rest.
Shot and killed on sight.
A 30-second rest period, that won't happen. A 30-second rest period will take place between eliminations, submissions, and rope breaks. Do not count. Victory is achieved once all 3 members of one team are officially eliminated. Josh again, who you got in this, and who have the Forgotten Fighters started with? It's Nathan Von Schrader.
Dude, I'm not sure, man. Once things start getting more filled up in the ring, I don't know.
Yeah, and this is and remember, this is 1-on-1, so we're gonna see either a pinfall or a KO before the next entrant enters the ring. So we're seeing the knockout. We're seeing the full round between these 2 participants. Singles match, but with these specific rules for each segment and for each match. And we'll see which team comes out victorious. And this is a match that was basically predicated on Sagat fucking around with Ken Masters.
Yeah.
He got himself a count-out win against Johnny Cage. Here comes Ermac. That man has kids.
Yes, he does. And they debuted on the last episode of TAWTF.
That's right. And if you recall, the Forgotten Fighters, Belmont and Von Schrader, had a tag match at the Brawlbarbecue against Ken Masters and a mystery partner. That mystery partner was Ermac. And Ermac is really getting tired of Sagat fucking around with Ken Masters. There's a lot of people who are friends with Ken who are just kind of had enough of Sagat's BS.
Yeah.
And that's what led to Ermac being involved. That's what led to Johnny Cage being involved. And after Sagat went to the office and complained about the rule regarding Ken Masters when it came to the match that Sagat and Johnny had at the Midsummer Showdown, that's when Ken Masters got relegated to the match against Sephiroth at the pre-show, which he won. And now we have had a 3rd man fill in, and that is Rain, who has just debuted but says, you know what, I'm a fighter and people know me somewhat, and I'm in the new MK movie and game, because there's a movie within the game most of the time. And Ermac, I don't know if he's in it, but he has children, as we have said before.
Yes. It was a one-night stand with a freaking Sesame Street guy.
And they're still in love. The marriage ceremony has been postponed for a little bit. Just because of this matchup. But they are going to have one.
Because of this matchup.
Yeah, well, they were going to have it this weekend, but we're like, no, fight. And here we go. Here we go. And for the love of his children, and the defensive Ken Masters. This match is underway. Now, this first KO or pinfall is going to be one of the most important, Josh. Again, who wins this matchup between Von Schrader and Ermac?
Ermac kind of has been choking a lot. Probably also choked a lot when his children were conceived, but that's besides the point.
Hey, I'm not. That's two consenting quote-unquote adults.
Yeah, so I'm going with Nathan Von Schrader. He has the better winning record.
Well, and Von Schrader, a former XYZ champion. Ermac, his one and only power slam. His one and only accomplishment was being the first of two contenders for the first CIW World's Heavyweight Championship, won by Satan all those years ago.
That was like almost a decade ago.
That was almost a decade ago. Wait a second. Superplex.
Oh,
big superplex from Ermac. And what is it going to take for Ermac to come out on top of this matchup, you think?
Maybe 1, 2, or 34 Ermac elbows.
Well, he's going to have to beat somebody with it at some point. And now, or just get power slammed. A cover here. 1, 2. No, only 2. Ermac lives on for the love of Ermo and Elmac.
Yes, they're cheering from home.
That's right. And they just made their debuts.
I'm pretty sure it's past their bedtime.
Oh, God. Oh, well, I hope they don't see this. Viewer discretion is advised, but also encouraged.
No. I thought this was a family-friendly show, Sean.
Well, it is certainly a show. You're not wrong about that. And now going to Irish whip into the corner. And, went for a clothesline, and Ermac counters.
Come on, Ermac. You got kids watching.
Ermac is...
even at this hour.
And, this has got to be... if Ermac does get this pin over Von Schrader, this would be kind of big for him. And, another counter. Charging in was Von Schrader and wasn't able to get it. And now, I think getting a little hot-headed is the probably very drunk Nathan Von Schrader.
Yeah. Even though he's drunk, his titties have still got to be hurting.
That's right. And remember, folks, there are no submissions, there are no rope breaks, and you cannot leave the ring. So this is just a brawl. This is just a fight.
And with me saying that, Ermac and Ermo and Elmac are now asking Elmo, "What are titties, Dad?"
That's right. And after, you're gonna have to ask your uncle. And
you're gonna
elbow drop.
But we're not allowed within 30 feet of him anymore.
I know. Well, you'll find out when you're older. And now Von Schrader just beating the hell out.
Yeah, Cookie Monster said, "I want you to grow into it."
Once you turn 18, you can meet Uncle Cookie. And now punches to the head. Back to the match.
Jesus Christ.
And now a roll up. 1, 2, kick out. All that waiting for a roll-up. That was such trolling from Nathan Von Schrader, the son of Graf Von Schrader, who was the main villain from the Medal of Honor European Assault game. And now punch to the dick. Message received.
Even drunk Nathan Von Schrader was like, "How can I derail this conversation?"
That's right. Look, what is happening?
This is not going to a good place.
And you know what? This is partially why I'm giving Ermac, this amount of time. And, he's really needed this. Maybe I shouldn't have. The cover. 1, 2, and wow. Wow, I thought that spear was going to be it, Josh. Again, that was a spear and a half.
That spear just read, "Fuck you and your family problem."
And an inverted atomic drop.
But he needs that to have more children with Elmo.
Well, and you really have to empathize here with Ermac. I mean, he is really fighting. He's got a lot on his table at home. His family life is very complicated, as we have gone into length about. It's not your typical family, ladies and gentlemen, but that's okay. In 2023, that is okay. And
except for when it's Thanksgiving, then it rapidly becomes less okay.
Well, depends on who's cooking the turkey. And now Ermac punching, straight up punching, right hands for the many souls that are in Ermac. 4 or 5. That's why he has such a high libido, because he has like a 10,000. Now punches to the face.
This is my favorite gimmick ever. This is the best gimmick ever.
You know what? You know who you should thank? Hawkboy's the guy to thank for this. He's been asking me for years, to showcase Ermac and show what the world he can do, and he's certainly doing something.
Dude.
Thigh squeeze.
Ermac is very familiar with that move as well.
Yeah, those are very refined thighs. And now, what a kick to the balls. Message received. And now this match, who's going to win this match? This has been back and forth, man. Ermac's kept in this.
Yeah, and he survived a lot of offense.
Oh, wait a second. Wait a second.
Here we go.
Is this it? Can Ermac land it? It's time for Ermac's elbow. Referee Jonah Hill looking on. Can he land it? It's going. It's going. It's gone.
Oh, come on.
And the cover.
Ermac.
Can he do it?
You have kids.
1, 2. Yes.
Wow.
Ermac wins. Wow. And what a surprise. And what I have to describe as an upset, Josh, again.
Honestly, yeah, because again, Ermac doesn't have the best record here in CIW, but hey, children are all the motivation you need.
That's right. A win is a win. But now, who do the Forgotten Fighters bring out here? Do they bring out Big Haas, or do they bring out smaller but bigger thighs Haas?
That's exactly what I was thinking. Them thunderous thighs. Thaddeus thick thighs. I would send out Thaddeus.
Well, let's see here. Trying to make waves on the Richter scale, and that is exactly who has come out.
Yeah, here comes Thaddeus.
And here comes Thaddeus. Simon Belmont. And this man, we've said it before, does not even know what a bicep curler is. He is strictly focused on the legs, that leg extension machine. He's broken 6 of them. And those weight machines are not cheap, man. And look at that. He's like, look at my thighs. Look at them. Don't look at my upper body. Bam.
Yeah, bumps and thighs. That's his favorite SpongeBob episode.
That's it. That's the only 6 seconds of SpongeBob he'll watch. Is that 6 seconds. He literally, just for the bodybuilding. He's in it just
his
for the
ringtone, his text sound effect is just, bumps and thighs.
That's right. He watches that, and he watches the bun wrestling matchup. You know, and that's basically it. It's only the muscles. That's all he cares about is the muscles. But only even though those were the opposite, and they had strong upper bodies and no legs, and this one has big legs and no upper body, but Ermac has got to be tired after going through that slog with Von Schrader.
Yeah, he needs to think about his children some more, get more energy.
Well, and he's just going to have to refocus here, because if Belmont really has his way, this could be over before you know it. That Castlevania Crumbler has been putting away people more frequently than usual lately. Mm-hmm. You know, this is a guy who's probably benefited the most from this Forgotten Fighters deal. It almost feels like he really has gotten some level of tutelage from Sagat that has really helped him in his CIW career. I regret to inform people of that, but it's true.
Yeah. I mean, who would have thought fucking with Ken Masters would have been such a lucrative business?
Oh, low blow. Message received.
Damn.
And that's why, folks, and look at just elbows. What is he, Dolph Ziggler? And a punch to the face.
No, he hasn't done Sweet Chin Music yet. Because, Shawn Michaels was fun that one time.
That's right. And remember, those headlocks and head wrenches, those are submissions, do not count. You cannot quit. You're either knocked the fuck out or you're pinned. There's only 2 ways to win this matchup. You can't leave the ring. As with the Soul Calibur Gauntlet rules. Oh, and again.
Leave the baby makers alone.
Message received. And now, come on. Ermac's already had this happen to him once. And
he enjoyed it enough earlier.
More choking, and hey, maybe this will be the motivation. And who knows? There's some weird things out there for people. As I unbutton my shirt, a 3rd button, and now reversal there.
I have been in my underwear this entire time.
Well, that's okay. I'm like Tony Schiavone. I'm all well up kept on the desk, but underneath the desk, clothesline. Underneath the desk. Clothesline. And
oh no!
What a spear from the top rope!
Jesus.
That man's guts already been assaulted.
Yeah.
That's not even the first spear he's taken, and somehow Ermac is still lifting up Belmont.
Man, Ermac has a point to prove here tonight.
Yeah, he is seriously tearing it up. I've got a new respect for Ermac's in-ring work here. He has really come to play.
I didn't think he would last this long, if I'm being perfectly honest.
Yeah, I didn't. Hey, how could you? How could you? If your name is not Hawkboy, how could you? I mean, it's with the way that Ermac's been, you can't. 9 years of track record. What happened?
He got that leg lock, and he was like, his thighs are too big. This hold isn't working.
That's right.
Another low blow.
Another low blow. Message received. Another headlock.
My inbox is full.
That's right. And now again, wrenching the head. And, oh, that was a good camera shot there where you couldn't see the head because of the ring ropes. I like that one. Use that one again, guys. And now punch to the gut. And now a counter from Ermac. Listen, we're training some people, all right? It's like they're new. They're college kids. Give them a break. It's like it's.
Oh!
That was a great drop toe hold and another low blow.
Leave his junk alone.
He won't. They won't. They can't. Inverted atomic chop. Inverted atomic chop, and that might have hurt him. And now a counter.
Ermac need his sister.
Ermac is coming. Ermac may never be coming again.
I want to choose your words more carefully.
That's
John.
right. Well, and now wait a second. And now a backbreaker.
Oh, he's assaulting another part of his
Ermac is
now.
laid out, and this can't be good. Another collar and elbow tie up here. And what is the plan for it? Oh, a fall-away slam.
Hey, Sean, did you know that JBL invented the fall-away slam?
I did, and he got his ass kicked by Shiva once. And and speaking of Shiva Kratos, tomorrow night, world title on the line, our main event of Autumn Asylum. That is going to be a burner of barns. And
and I won't even be wearing underwear for that one. The underwear's coming off for that main event.
Well, that's going to be huge. And another fall-away slam after a couple of backbreakers. And you have to imagine that Belmont may have gotten some direction from Sagat to really hurt Ermac in a serious way.
Yeah.
You know, I think, not again. Oh, come on. Yeah, okay, this might be merciful. Here comes a Castlevania Crumbler. A big Castlevania Crumbler, Thunder Thighs Express, and he's out.
Oh,
he's out. Here can now.
K.O.
And now the combatants are left with Rain and Johnny Cage. Who do they bring out next after a valiant effort from Ermac is halted at the hands of Simon Belmont?
I don't know. I think they might be saving Johnny Cage for last, so I'm expecting Rain to come out here to attempt to make it rain.
Yeah, well, and this is something of a proving ground for Rain. We have only seen Rain compete in that Exceeds Rumble, is when he made his debut. So this is the first time we're seeing him in singles action of any capacity. Just so happens to be here in this Soul Calibur Rules Gauntlet. And I do like the fact that Rain is coming out here and pantomiming Ermac. You know,
showing some respect.
Yeah, showing some respect amongst the guys. And, you know, I appreciate that. They've got a new movie coming out. Batista endorsed it and screamed Mortal Kombat on top of a car. I'm so, by the way, just on a side note, breaking the fourth wall, I am so excited for this game. Mortal Kombat 1 looks incredible. I love the stories they're adding to it. I'm really looking forward to the finished product when it comes out.
It'll definitely be interesting.
Yeah, I mean, they're taking a different route with it. I don't know if I like Chronica or not. We're going to find out. I am a Chronic kind of guy, but that's a different story altogether. And you could ask Abe Bizzle some more about that. And in any case...
Crono, thank you very much.
That's right. We already saw Crono. That's right. That's right. Oh, my. Look at the time. Here comes Rain.
What about the Titan Kronos? Is he going to be a part of CIW anytime soon?
No, but Kratos is. And once again, folks, the main event, Shiva versus Kratos, tomorrow night.
Yeah.
Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. 9 p.m. Eastern Time's when the show starts. And there's a lot of big matches into that, too. We got the women's title, Natalie Portman versus Black Cat, the rematch. We got Waluigi and Mario versus Agent 47 and Neo. And, of course, the unsanctioned match with Satan versus the Grim Reaper, who apparently Corleone has found a referee for. I don't know who it is, but we will find out tomorrow night. And now this match is going to be interesting. Who you got in this one, Josh, again?
Well, as long as Simon Belmont stays away from Rain's balls, I think Rain will be all right. So Rain needs to watch out for those low blows. Copious amounts of low blows.
And Rain does not have the Rainmaker. He is the Rain Bringer because he is a huge fan of Linkara for some reason. And I did not ask him why. I didn't want to get into it. I didn't really care. Spike Pile Driver.
I tried to talk to him backstage before the show started. He was just doing some weird, like, tribal Rain dances, and I was like, I get it, you're Rain.
Yeah, no.
And he just would not make eye contact.
He likes rubbing it in your face without, like, he draws attention to himself to make sure he's drawing attention to himself, but doesn't like you watching still.
Yeah.
It's a very weird dynamic, and punching the ground in front of... See, that was one of them.
Now is not the time for the weird rain dance.
That was one of them right there. That's, and now a shot on the ropes. Remember,
and Simon's like, fuck your rain dance.
Yeah, remember, you cannot leave the ring here. And, oh, God, just tossing him. Tossing him by the neck, shades of Hernandez. And that was quite an interesting move. And again, using that power, that's what Belmont has to do a lot more of in these matches, I feel. And now kick to the
Between
gut.
these two, who do you have winning Sean?
Well, the thing is, Rain is kind of an unproven bulldog. You know, we haven't really seen yet what he's capable of, and if he's capable of in this matchup, where Simon Belmont, I mean, he did beat Ermac even though he was wounded. He has won some matches lately. It's just hard to say punch to the dick. Message received.
Oh no. Here we go.
And this is where it all begins. This is where the world ends. Not with a bang, but with ball shots. And now, oh, wait a second.
Oh!
A Pearl River plunge, I think.
Hey.
Or whatever, the Awesome Kong thing, or that was just intense.
The Implant Buster. The Implant Buster.
Yeah.
I got you, Sean.
Yeah, that's what I said. Thank you. And
is there an echo?
There certainly is, because we're still here in the ventilation system of this arena here at Michael Corleone's discretion.
Is this Rain's first experience with like one-on-one action here in CIW?
Oh yeah, we've never seen him in this before. Wait a second. Oh, shoulder breaker.
Oh,
shades
damn,
of
Simon. Where have these moves been?
Shades of Scott Norton. I love this. Simon Belmont is putting in his homework and submitting it for A's for someone to grade. I don't know who'd be grading it, but in any case, he's still doing it. He's still
Where's
doing
Matt Stryker?
Oh, but Rain gets a DDT, not here. And he does get a DDT, although I feel like Matt Stryker would be kind of fun to do an E-Fed commentary with.
Oh, yeah.
But
I don't know what the fuck is happening, but I like it when you reference me.
That's right. I will reference Matt. Well, Matt Stryker is the ultimate obscure reference maker. And, now not more testicular torture.
What is with Simon and people's balls?
Hey, he's watched Shinsuke Nakamura earlier this month, and you know what? That's he's just a fan. And hey, not for nothing, it's worked. And
Shinsuke's finisher, the Kinshasa, involves the legs.
Just
Simon's
saying.
favorite thing, besides the ball.
That's right. So he's a fan. I mean, again, you've seen him put in a lot of effort and a lot of moves that we have not seen him do before.
Yeah, exactly.
And now into the corner, now trying to rain down some knuckle sandwiches. Hold the bar, trying to rain down the knuckle sandwiches.
You did it again, Sean. I'm impressed.
That's right. And Simon Belmont is not. As he just throws him down.
He's like, all right. Here's a new move you've never seen me do before.
That's right. Hey, well, this has been... And I will give Simon... Oh, what a kick to the back of the head. Well, it was the front of the head, actually. It was the face, in fact. The
front of the head and the back of the face.
That's right. Old school references. And Belmont... And now, God, is this the yeet toss? Yeet toss.
Oh, man.
And he got him. He certainly got him. Now, just punching the skull of Rain. And wouldn't it be a feather in the cap of Belmont to ruin Rain on the Parade of Rain's debut here in a one-on-one capacity?
That would be very apropos.
That's right. And that's the thing. Simon Belmont can hit that Castlevania Crumbler in a very fast scenario where you can barely see it coming, almost like a lightning strike. Oh God, what a kick!
Oh, there's the Kinshasa!
What a kick! But from Rain! Rain! And he took it a ways, and still Belmont is now countering every time. Oh, speaking of, there it is. Oh, no. Not another Castlevania Crumbler, this time to Rain. A big shot there. Oh, man.
It did knock him out.
It did knock him out, but there's no rope breaks, folks.
No
1,
rope breaks.
2, 3.
Oh, wow.
And Belmont pins both Ermac and Rain. That is impressive.
Damn, this is the best I've ever seen Simon Belmont.
Belmont is making his paces, man. And
maybe he should have aimed for the balls earlier in his tenure in CIW.
I know, seriously, Simon Belmont is being impressive, but Johnny Cage is now definitely not in the mood. And if anyone knows something about a ball shot, It's Johnny Cage,
Yeah.
seeing how that's 2/3 of his moves in the actual game.
Yeah.
So, here comes the man who is always almost world title material,
Yeah.
Johnny Cage. But to be fair, no one I think has been screwed over more in CIW than this man.
Yeah, that is also true.
It's this, he's just has not been able to catch a break in any capacity. The 2 times he's faced Wario, the Bruce Lee, he finally got rid of Bruce Lee at Doomsday, which was the pay-per-view
now
before
Bruce
this
Lee is
pay-per-view.
effectively my problem.
That's right, and that is, there's nothing I can do about that. Bruce, if you didn't want him, he could have won. You know, and he didn't win. And instead, Johnny Cage is now here fighting for the honor of Ken Masters. As well as
alternate universe, Johnny Cage has almost won the TAW title a couple times.
Yeah, and also some level of redemption for himself as well. As Belmont as Johnny Cage is certainly perturbed at the fact that after all the big match that he had with Sagat at the Midsummer Showdown, that Sagat got Johnny counted out, you know, and took the coward's way out. So understandably wanting a matchup again with Sagat would definitely be Johnny Cage with some motivation here. Who do you got in this match?
Well, Johnny Cage has the momentum after getting rid of Bruce Lee, because again, Bruce Lee was one of the biggest names in CIW, and Johnny Cage got rid of him. Yeah. And this is Simon's 3rd consecutive match in this Calibur rules match. But again, here we fucking go.
Tried and true. Right to the blue. The balls.
He's turning them blue.
He sure is. And Johnny Cage not having it.
Purple.
Johnny Cage not having it all. Wait a second. Hey, Jonah, get out of the way. Right at his feet.
Almost into the referee's balls.
I am amazed that Jonah Hill somehow evaded that. That's what skinny Jonah Hill is capable of, apparently.
Yeah, skinny Jonah is able to dodge.
That's right. Barely, but he can do it. Now a counter here by Belmont. Counter by Johnny.
Who do you have winning this part of the match, Sean?
Well, I feel like, this could be the end of it if Belmont wins this. You know, Belmont could close this out. Could you imagine if Simon Belmont sweeps the combatants here tonight?
That would be very impressive.
That would be incredible. But I don't know. I don't see that being the case. And went for a flying forearm and did not get it. Did Johnny Cage. Another counter from Johnny. These guys are really going tit for tat here.
You know, I feel like if Johnny has been wearing a cup this whole time, maybe he has a better chance.
Well, he's certainly incensed. You're seeing it. His movement around, you know, he's a pretty fast dude, especially when he is motivated to kick some ass. And a kick to the balls.
God.
Message
Simon.
received. And now again, throwing him into the ropes.
He's a little message happy on this show.
That's right.
Someone take his phone away.
Hey, you know what? Abe Bizzle's really happy because he's making money every time that we quote him. So, and now now kicking the head.
Oh, that was a
And now, hey, Jonah, get out of the way there. Jonah got a little crossfire there from Johnny. I'm sure he didn't mean it, but it did happen.
Yeah.
And now it's like a big back body drop.
Oh, man, and he landed right on this enormous quad.
That's right, and now Johnny again hitting the skull. Just bashing the skull of Simon Belmont. And now spear into the corner. And the You Got Cage could hit him at any time in an arm drag. Johnny is motivated.
Yeah.
Belmont has not gotten many shots in since Johnny has gotten into this matchup at a front face lock.
I think part of it is Johnny's like, fuck, I've got to carry the rest of this match.
Well, Johnny is not somebody who is unused to overcoming the odds.
Yeah.
He's had a couple fights with Goro, and that's multiple arms. So this guy, he knows. Johnny Cage, he knows what it's like to have the odds stacked against him, but that kind of resilience is why Johnny has such overwhelming respect here in CIW.
And I poked him through the glasses.
He did, and now a forearm. And Johnny did not appreciate that. You do not scratch the glasses. 2, and no, only 2.
Yeah, Johnny's like, these fuckers are expensive,
That's
even
right.
though I am rich.
Those are $500 sunglasses, asshole. That is from his own chicken lips. And in the only movie that people have respected. Unfortunately.
Yeah.
And even that one is like, well, kick, punch to the balls, message received.
Damn it.
And
Simon, lose all these people's numbers.
that's right. Well, hey, listen. This isn't Ian Rappaport, and a punch to the face. You are not going to get that reference. And now Belmont coming in, and now Belmont's starting to gather some offense here, and that's what Belmont needs to do. Because the weaker that Johnny is, even if Johnny wins this matchup, he's still got Sagat in the wings, waiting in that little bar that we've got set up right at Gorilla. Probably looking at that bust of Corleone, going, I should have been mine. I should be wearing them. And
either that, or he's had someone drag Ken Masters in front of him so he can fuck with him until he has to go to the ring.
Well, we have not heard anything backstage of such. We do have agents monitoring the situation, and there will be no faux investigations involved, ladies and gentlemen. You can guarantee that. And now, big suplex from Johnny Cage.
Man, imagine if he suplexed him on top of a car.
Yeah, that would be unfortunate, and that would be real glass here because Corleone does not want to spend the money on fake glass. It's a weird thing. Yeah. I don't know why, but like he's like, fine, let him get hurt. I don't care. You know, Corleone's rules. Corleone's rules. You're gonna fight, and you're gonna fight hard. And if you want to put, I mean, the pinball machines explode for Christ's sakes. I mean, do you think that Corleone really actually cares? Like, we've got good health insurance, right? Everyone gets good health insurance. We will beat you up. You'll get put through real glass, but you will get the health care to get better. Yeah. That's our guarantee. You will get the health care to get better and come back. Wait a second, Johnny, superplex.
Massive superplex.
And Belmont not looking good.
Yeah, on the more calf-endowed competitor.
That's right. And the Thunder Thighs Express really has been rolling over guys here tonight. Ooh. And a Boston Crab or a caged crab, which doesn't taste as good. And now punches to the head. More punches to the head.
Trying to knock him out, trying to go.
It is that KO. That KO and a pinfall. There's no submissions or rope breaks, but that KO is a very real way to win. And now, and a counter there by Belmont, who is hanging in here. He is definitely hanging in here.
The more he scratches those glasses, the harder it's going to be for Johnny to see out of it.
That's right. And, what a power. A suplex to a power slam.
Damn, Simon. And Simon's been this has been a star-making performance in this match.
Seriously, I am really respecting what Simon Belmont is bringing to the table here. And now, headlock takeover and a counter there. A counter again. There was no headlock takeover. That was just a counter, but another counter. That's a headlock. I know my moves, ladies and gentlemen. And
call Triple H. We need a takeover.
And wait a second. How about you got caged instead? And he lands it, and he's out.
Oh, he's out cold.
He is out, and that means it is down to Johnny and Sagat. But what kind of shape is Johnny Cage in after Belmont hit him with a couple big moves there right towards the end?
Yeah, especially to the glasses and the balls.
That's right. We've seen it all. And can Johnny see at all? And that is the question. Yeah. As Sagat is looking to take with one functioning eye present in this matchup, and that is Sagat's. What is going to happen here?
Sagat's like, I have one eyeball, and you're whining about your glasses getting scratched.
I have one eyeball, and somehow I have the advantage? And now... But
one eyeball advantage victory.
But let me tell you something. Even though it was a coward's way out with a countout, Sagat has been winning matches. You cannot deny that ever since he beat Ken Masters at the street fight that they had at Revelation, he's been winning matches. The problem is the manner in which he's been winning matches. But now this is basically going to say put up or shut up. This is a fight. This wins with pinfall or count out. There is no coward's way out of this matchup, Josh Again. Johnny Cage and Sagat, there must be a winner. Who do you have in this matchup, my friend?
That's a tough one. Again, Sagat loves to take the cheap way out. But Johnny Cage, he did just go through a war with Simon Belmont.
And here we go. Sagat and Johnny Cage. This match is going to be a blockbuster. Here we go. And
since Sagat is more fresh, I'm going to go with Sagat.
That's right. And he's also huge.
Yeah, and he has one eye.
That's right. You cannot deny that he is huge. And now a collar and elbow tie-up. And Johnny, it looks like...
That make a Sean the half-beat.
That's right. Well, Johnny Cage, I just see... right on the ground near us, you see there's a pair of sunglasses with a bunch of scratches on it. I guess he had a spare. And,
yeah, I guess that makes sense.
That's
and
big
Sagat's
brain.
like, screw you, I don't have a spare eyeball.
That's big brain. But you know what? Hey, you can attach and detach a glass eye. Just saying. I mean, go be Alistair Moody. I don't know what to tell you. Punch to the balls.
Oh, look at this. Just all right.
You wonder where Simon Belmont got the idea from.
I see what this is.
Yeah. And now, can Johnny survive against the man who not only has the height advantage, not only has the size advantage, but also has the I'm going to do whatever I want, including punching you in the balls as much as I want. No honor way. What is this? What is Sagat going to do here? And gut first into the turnbuckle. And God, what are these punches?
Jesus, Sagat.
These punches, man. Just ricocheting the skull of Johnny. And now a half Boston Crab.
Damn.
No submissions, folks. You can't quit. You're either KO'd or pinfalled. That's the only way to win.
An axe handle to the ass.
That's right. Well, Sagat knows that he's got to land on his ass to hit that you got caged.
Yeah,
So, any way to beat... Now, a rake to the glasses. The new glasses.
Yeah.
Oh, no!
No!
Jonah just got hit by the belly of a goddamn whale. And if Johnny's running the ropes... Johnny's running the ropes. He doesn't know what to do.
You should have taken that trip to Nineveh.
You know what?
Paid for. You
not Nineveh. And now another headlock takeover, just like Jericho's list of 1,004 holds. And now this is degenerated. And now, what a chop!
References flying left and right.
What a chop, ladies and gentlemen. And now punches to the back from Johnny.
Going after the kidneys, okay.
Jonah Hill is back up, and folks, what he really should have done is what you should do, a cover here, 1, 2, and only 2, is what Jonah should have done was like, share, and subscribe to this video, and he could have saved himself with our Save a Ref Fund. You too can help all of the injuries. Oh, wait, here comes Sagat Spike, also known as the Big Squee.
Oh God, the squee went everywhere.
And he's definitely looking at his stomach. He might have hurt himself with that. Right into the goozle pipe.
Have you ever squeezed so hard and you just made your wrist cramp up and you're like just developed carpal tunnel?
I don't want to answer that actually. And I'm gonna let Johnny Cage just look at the power here. An assisted power slam. And Johnny, we saw it in the match at the Midsummer Showdown that Johnny can lift up Sagat. We know this to be true.
He's deceptively powerful, even when he just got squeed on.
That's right, and Johnny up even though he got that big squee, and now just another set of counters here. Back and forth from these two individuals. Man.
There's a reason why he tapes up his wrist.
Yeah, seriously. And now, an over-the-top suplex. Take a drink or a scoop of ice cream.
I have neither.
I also have neither. And now punches to the back. And more punches to the back here. Wait a second. Here comes You Got Caged. This KO'd Belmont. Down he goes. Cover him, Johnny. Cover him, Johnny. You can have the match won. He's got him in the corner. No rope breaks. 1.
Bruh.
1. Oh, and Johnny going for another cover. Can't believe it. 1. Bro. 1. Johnny can't believe it.
Elbows the ground in rage.
Yeah, I'm not. I don't blame him. Wait a second. What is Sagat doing? Huge backbreaker.
Everything Sagat does is so devastating.
Yeah, and he's just contorted the spine of Johnny Cage after getting caged. And both of these guys have taken...
Now he's uncaged, ladies and gentlemen.
That's right. Now both of these guys getting a fit. Oh, God, what a power slam.
Jesus, the quickness on that.
That power slam is what beat Ken Masters at Revelation. And now just wrenching the head. Man, these two really are near equal competitors. It's incredible watching these two tussle.
Yeah, even when Johnny Cage is a little bit winded from the previous match with Simon.
Yeah, he's still holding his own here. And I mean,
I've been very impressed with Johnny in this matchup.
Yeah, he's kept up. Big back body drop.
Damn.
Come on, Johnny. And now another cover. Could be over here. One. No, could not win it for the combatants here. We've already seen, folks, if you're just joining us, we have seen some incredible matchups. Simon Belmont pinned both Ermac and Rain in a spear into the corner, and we ended up with Johnny versus Sagat here to end the Soul Calibur Gauntlet with the Forgotten Fighters. And
no!
A power bomb into the corner.
Powerbombed him into the corner so hard that Sting is just feeling a cold chill right now.
I know. And wants to.
Too soon.
Yeah,
too soon.
And now it went for another drop kick in Sagat. Sagat's not looking too good, man. Another half Boston Crab.
But again,
no submissions.
No submissions in this match.
That's right, but that doesn't mean that isn't hurting Johnny's spine, as is that slap.
I feel like going for that is just out of instinct.
Yeah, well, it is. I mean, but it also, with the frame that Sagat has, that's still going to do some damage. I mean, even if it's momentary. I mean, we've seen the Riddick clutch be put on. Oh, wait a second. Not another big squee. A big squee, and down he goes.
Oh, man.
And that could be it. Johnny, the cover could be over. 1, 2, 3. The Forgotten Fighters win.
The squee of victory.
But it's interesting to think that he didn't KO him. He did pin him. He didn't knock Johnny out, but 2 big squeeze was enough to get it done. The Forgotten Fighters win. But what a hell of an effort from all of these combatants. But not enough on this day. Sagat, your way. Hey, wait a second. Hey, wait a second. That's Ken Masters. Ken's turning him around. Wait a second. Are we seeing a Hadouken? He's hitting him. Bam!
It's about time, Ken.
And Ken Masters doing a little dance. There you go. There you go. Ken getting the last word here. And he's getting the hell out of Dodge. Sagat's busted open and laid out. And
I don't blame Ken at all for
let's
doing that.
go. Ken Masters finally,
for what feels like an eternity,
finally gets one over on Sagat. And now we've got our main event. The champ Noob Saibot versus the challenger Aquaman. This is a feud as old as CIW itself. 3-time champion Noob Saibot, 2-time champion Aquaman, 1-on-1, mano y mano for the XYZ Championship. Who you got, Josh, again?
Dude, I honestly don't know. I mean, they both have momentum, although Aquaman, I feel like, has had a little bit more momentum, especially considering his affiliation with Dun Caring.
Yeah.
So it's going to be hard to tell. And
I'm really concerned in that respect that we're going to have somebody with Aquaman here in this. I'm not saying we will. I'm just concerned because we've seen DC do this in the past. We saw it with more than one occasion here, but Noob Saibot is in no mood after having to deal with Aquaman once before, his age-old rival. Aquaman, of course, winning this opportunity in the XYZ Championship Rumble that ended because Aquaman and Batman were the last two and then just dicked around with each other so that they could get this opportunity. And whoa, wow.
Oh,
look who's here. Great. Here comes...
The wild card.
Of course, here comes Aquaman, and it couldn't just be the honorable match, but you said momentum, Josh, again. Aquaman beat A. Bizzle in the pre-show and had the Flash on his side, which is why I was concerned about this. And now, this time, it's the Joker. And who just sped like the Flash to get up the ramp. I don't know whether you saw that. But man, that was a hell of a teleport that we just saw from the Joker. But I don't know.
Who would have thought Joker would have been a better Flash than the Flash?
Well, that is probably true. I am way more concerned about Noob Saibot's chances now than I was a second ago.
Yeah.
And
you could just feel the entire tone of this just change the second the Joker appeared.
It's amazing how he does that, you know? And here, that's what it's all about, folks. The XYZ Championship that Jonah Hill holding up. This is your main event of day 2. 1-on-1, here we go, an old rivalry, return to new. And now here we go, the matchup starting. And I thought it was going to be a Colonial tie-up, but just an Irish whip into the corner from Saibot.
Hey, and no teasing Sean like that.
And now an Irish whip into the corner from Aquaman. There's fan now, right hands, and Do you think that because they've known each other for so long, do you think that there is some level of re-feeling out that you have to do in a matchup like this since it's been so long?
I would say so. I mean, see if you've learned any new tricks over the past couple years.
Yeah, absolutely.
If people's habits are the same or changed a little bit, because if you wrestle someone for so long, then you go without wrestling them for a while, and then they start doing new things that could catch you off guard.
Yeah, absolutely. And that's something that Noob Saibot is more than familiar with. And really, the newest thing in this rivalry is the guy in green right in front of our announce table here.
I was about to say that for example, one new thing is Aquaman didn't have the Joker back then.
Yeah, it was the Shades of Black, ironically enough. Aquaman always seems to find himself in with the it people who are doing the dirtiest stuff. Why is Aquaman this slimy?
Because he's from the ocean.
I know.
He's from the bottom of the sea.
I know.
It's very slimy.
But that does not mean he has to be covered in algae. And it's just... I don't know. And now it's right there. Rake to the eyes. And Saibot with a nice counter there. Saibot has been going tit for tat counter-wise with Aquaman here in the early going.
And I also feel like part of this is Aquaman has been like the superhero punching bag for like ever.
Wait a second. Whirlpool Pop wants some ice cream. No. And Saibot kicks out at 2. We almost had a new champion right there.
Yeah, a lot of people that are the butt of the joke for a long time, eventually they get sick of it.
Yeah, well, apparently so. And Aquaman has had nothing but unbridled success for the most part in CIW, basically from the very beginning. And now come on, right there. And right there. And now a drop kick to the back. And of
right
course,
up against the ropes, too. Noob just bounced off the ropes first after the drop
and
kick.
Just that slight trip was all Aquaman needed. A belly-to-belly slam, and now Saibot is down. That one distraction from the Joker, enough. And now a roll-up and a rope break.
Okay.
Not used to those anymore. We just had
I know, I was about to say, what are these words on the screen mean?
Yes, and a knife shot. Oh, now come on! Not again! And a whirlpool!
Are you serious?
Hit him with the whirlpool!
Oh, no.
Come on, man! And a standing moonsault.
Again, ladies and gentlemen, this is an Exceeds title match.
Yeah, that's right, folks. Title is on the line here. And Jonah Hill really has to put his foot down here and eject the Joker. I mean, he knows what DC does in these things. I know it's Corleone's rules, but come on. And more genital gerrymandering and redistricting.
Oh
and
trying to take advantage of that location.
As he seriously is. And now, again, speaking of, more testicular torture is the Joker. Look at how happy the Joker is. He's laughing. He's scratching his head because he has lice. Definitely has lice. Do not wear his hat. And
he has green lice.
And again, all of that Seinfeld just coming back. He's remembering Seinfeld jokes. And now pointing to his dick. Really? Really? The disrespect of the Joker.
I'm good, Joker. I'm good.
And again, the second Saibot gets any shot in, a knife-edge chopping Joker right there.
Ridiculous.
This is ridiculous.
Can't be surprised at this.
And this is the problem is Saibot. You know, Saibot, he hasn't really had much contact with Smoke in a while. It's like, who's going to be there to help him? Nobody. You know, he's had an ongoing feud with his brother that's ended in broken necks every time. And now standing moonsault. And that's, and now Saibot not looking good. That standing moonsault's what beat A Bizzle on the pre-show. Yeah. And a good drop kick.
Sometimes being a lone wolf has its drawbacks.
Yeah, certainly so. Certainly so, and as admirable as Noob Saibot has fought, he's been trying here, but the odds are just with the Joker involved, and now it's, nice insecurity there from Aquaman, and that's the thing. The thing that bothers me about this is Aquaman is talented enough. He doesn't need this. He doesn't need any of this. But this is what he wanted. This is what they all wanted.
Yeah.
And
it's disgusting.
Well, and with the tag titles in Batman on the Penguin's shoulders, with their Freebird rule, if Aquaman wins the Exceeds title, and who's Mr. Money in the Bank? Who won the King of the Spring tournament? Has a world's title match at any time of his choosing. That would be the Joker.
He didn't win King of the Spring.
No, you're right.
He
you're right.
Up he fucked King of the Spring into oblivion.
Yeah.
Not the show Oblivion, but into
yeah. And now a cover could be over 2 and Saibot lives on. Come on, Noob. Come on, Noob.
Man.
You can do this.
That was one of them near falls that'll put some hurt on your chest.
You are not a noob, even though your name is Noob. And now arguing with Jonah Hill is the man. Oh God, come on, man.
Seriously?
Come on. No need to hit Jonah Hill and dangle him on the ropes.
He does that. Aquaman's like, I want to take advantage.
And of
the
course,
right now.
outside the ring, that was a poor decision from Saibot. He should not have left the ring. Corleone's rules, you leave the ring, anyone who's a corner man is fair game. And
Aquaman knows that very well.
Yeah, but Aquaman also knows that he has to beat Saibot. Saibot does not have to beat him. They cannot get too cocky and force a count out here. That will be counterproductive.
Yeah.
And now, wait a second here. Count up to 6. And now vaulting him in the ring.
Well,
and an elbow for his trouble.
Unlike the Flash, the Joker isn't completely useless.
No, well, the Joker, but he's... Boy, he is really making sure we all know who's holding the coin purse here in this faction, isn't he?
Yeah.
And Saibot has been just beaten down. Saibot, don't leave the ring. Don't leave the ring, man. Just stay in the ring. It's not gonna work out. Aquaman now getting back in.
We get that you're pissed.
Yeah. Oh no. Oh no. And now out of the ring and immediately like a vulture. And Coyle, wait a second. Springboard and ace in the hole and a springboard that missed. But the more overlying story is the ace in the hole that the Joker just hit.
Yeah, I feel like that moonsault was just for show.
Aquaman just flipping for no reason. Now, that's pretty typical of Aquaman.
Yeah.
That's pretty typical. But now, how can Noob Saibot possibly win this?
This is not looking good.
And now a roll up here. He's probably still dazed from the ace in the hole. 2 and 3.
Wow.
We have a new XYZ champion, and I could not be more disgusted about it, Josh, again.
Damn. The crowd is just not happy. The boos, ladies and gentlemen.
I'm not happy. I am not happy. And Aquaman wins again. I'm not as full of piss and vinegar about Aquaman as I used to be, but anytime he wins a title slimily, I'm going to be upset. And can DC be stopped at this point? They certainly seem not to accept the Flash. What will happen on day 3? Thank you very much, Josh, again. Thank you very much, folks, for tuning in. We will see you tomorrow, the 1st of October, baby. Fuck you, Aquaman. Son of a bitch.
So slimy.